Meredith Gorman here at Gillette Stadium with Zack on the first day of Patriots training camp and fans in the crowd this time around. The players fired up. What stood out for you today?
Yeah, fans in the stands, but definitely still a bit of a ramp-up period for the Patriots. No pads for players today. NFL players will not be allowed to wear pads for the first week of training camp, so I don't think we're going to see full training camp intensity until next week. But it was just interesting to see the Patriots get back onto the field today. No Jarrett Stidham, so we saw a lot of Mac Jones, a lot of Cam Newton. I thought it was a mixed bag for both quarterbacks. Some good defensive plays. Adrian Phillips was really one of the standouts of this practice, had a couple pass breakups, an interception. Even N'Keal Harry made some nice plays late in this session. So again, it was really a ramp-up period, and I think we're going to just see how they can progress over the course of this week.
And you mentioned Mac Jones in particular. A lot of eyes on him as he makes his debut at training camp. What was your overall impression of his day?
Yeah, he had a couple of missed throws. He had to run a lap for a fumbled snap early in practice, but I thought that he did have a better day overall than Cam Newton. Had a nice connection with wide receiver Nelson Aguilar, connected with him on a couple touchdown passes, one in 11-11s, one in 7-on-7s. Cam Newton continued to take first-team reps throughout practice, take the first reps of each drill period, and I would expect that to continue moving forward. But I would say a solid day overall for Mac Jones as he begins his first NFL training camp.
You know, and as you mentioned, no pads for the next few days. So what are you going to watch for in the coming days before they switch over?
Well, this is a period where you can really watch the wide receivers, the defensive backs. You don't really get a great sense of the O-line play, the D-line play, basically the running game as a whole. That really can't take its full form until the pads come on. So this is a good time to watch some of those one-on-ones between wide receivers and defensive backs. Didn't see any of those today, but I'm sure we'll see some later this week. And then obviously the quarterbacks, the Mac Jones versus Cam Newton is going to be the major prevailing storyline of this entire Patriots training camp. So just seeing how those two do in their competition against each other is going to be fascinating moving forward.
Well, day one in the books. Thanks so much, Zack.
Absolutely.